Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hey, how's it going in your neck of the woods today? Okay, so I've been doing more spring cleaning. I have, and I stumbled onto some old treasures, some old finds that I had when I was in my 4-H years, from when I was a pre-clubber about the age of 7 to 9, and then all the way up into junior leadership. Okay, so, and I want to share with you some things about being first, okay? And being first, and why it's really not all cracked up of what it should be, and why especially today, now and age, embracing doing business online, the woman that you are, there's a better thing out there than being first. Okay, so this is what I love to do. You guys know that my name is Roxanne Lynch. I pop into your world almost every day, either on my YouTube channel or my blog, or sometimes at Facebook Live, and I just want to shake it up a little bit. I want to create some different ways of thinking, some different inspiration, so you guys can dig deeper, get some momentum, some traction, and some better results within your beloved business. So, you know, whether you're within me, with my team, within social retail, or your own beloved business, I know that there's enough sunshine out there for everybody to have some success. So when you guys are popping in, definitely say hi. How's it going in your neck of the woods? I am so happy it stopped snowing today. We have had about 5 inches of snow in the last day and a half, 2 days, and I'm just glad the sunshine come out and it's melting. So tell me what the weather's like in your area of the woods. And of course, if you are catching this on the replay, drop a 2 so I can come say hi and visit you afterwards. Okay, so going back into my 4-H stuff, I found like ribbons, I found trophies, and the memories just flooded back. You know, just so much flooded back into my heart. And remembering that my dad used to say, and my mom used to say, is like, sometimes being first isn't best. Sometimes being first isn't best. And I'm not sure whether my dad and mom were telling me that because they, you know, didn't want me to, you know, strive too hard and have my heart broke, or maybe they knew that those women and those young girls that were always getting the very first prize trophies and exiting the ring always with a blue ribbon, that, you know, they can get knocked off that rung. Because you know how it is when you're at the tippity top of the cream of the crop. You know, there's people down there trying to bash that ladder out from underneath you and knock you off of your pedestal, you know, because they want to win too. So my dad says we have to control what we can control. And his favorite saying used to be, if you can't be first, be different. Okay, and so my mom has always had an amazing eye for colors, for aspects, for art, and to really allow and encourage my siblings and I natural skills to rise up within us, to really focus on the execution of something. That you know, sometimes a little bit of extra development on a skill set, a little bit of extra focus, amplifying your natural nuances and tendencies with whatever your passions are in life, that your execution can actually be better, okay? So I love my mom and dad for that. I love them so much because it is about being memorable. So be distinct, all right? Be distinct and break the norm, okay? And whatever that norm is for you, okay? So now I want you guys to think about this, because copycats look like copycats, okay? And there's only one beautiful you out there, and she's enough. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are plenty good enough by just amplifying your natural skills. Maybe just, you know, when you show up, add that little bit of sprinkling of stardust on you and allow yourself that inner glow to shine. Like if you were to meet your very best family friend, your most beloved auntie or uncle, you would just be sparkling with joy because you were able to see them again, able to wrap your arms around them again, spend some time with them. You know, because you know the time is precious. I'm asking you, when you show up online, to show up with that little bit of sparkle. And don't be the copycat. Making sure that you are totally comfortable with you and the way that you're showing up. And just thinking about that sometimes, I remember at the beginning of marketing online, I was kind of had my fingers in a lot of different pies, I guess, because I was really trying to find myself. And it's totally okay for you to get lost a little, because sometimes we actually have to get lost to really discover what matters the most to us, where we fit and how we fit. And it's okay then to narrow your focus and pull yourself back together of what your true passions are. And that means that when I was shared earlier is talking about being distinct and breaking the norm, is also becoming that little bit of a trendsetter. If you need to embrace and show what is most important to you online with your own natural, like I said, nuances and tendencies, and just allowing the real you to shine through. And you know why? It's because there's so many people that are taking pictures of themselves with a flashy car. There's so many people that are like, oh, I'm off on a jet plane. You know, there's so many people doing the beach vacations. Well, if your passion is camping in the woods and totally disconnecting, show it. Okay, if yours is, you know, going out for hikes along the mountain and just sitting and watching the rambling brook just go by and losing yourself in that moment, show it. Be that trendsetter for you, because there's nothing more else that's going to be more powerful and more having that ability for your audience, your friends and your family to connect with you and your journey and why the heck you're doing this crazy thing online. For them, if you don't show the real true you, they're going, well, that's not really you. When did that start mattering to you? You know, unless it's something that you talked about as a child, and then you can bring them forward from your childhood memories, your childhood dreams, your childhood goals, and bringing them forward. Because what's important to you will become important to your audience, and they're going to be able to find themselves in your journey. But it's only if you share your journey, and you have to share where you come from and why you're doing what you're doing right now and where you're headed and why it's important to you. You know, and those kind of little things like that, people don't think that they're important, but they are the most important things. Okay, I remember when I got married and I moved to Alberta from my British Columbia, and I remember I didn't have the money to raise my foundation quarter horses. I had a small band of mares, and I thought, well, I can't afford to buy the very best stud fees. I couldn't buy the top line that was like, you know, even back then was $5,000 or $10,000 or more dollars per service, and pray that your mare caught so you could have a colt. So I thought, well, then I'm gonna breed what I love the most, which is functional animals. I have some heirloom foundation quarter horses that have stamina and endurance and brain cells and disposition, have some heart. And those were the kind of horses that I was raising, because that's what mattered for me. And because I know that that's what my family, my circle of friends wanted. They didn't want something that was, you know, all delicate and, you know, was, you know, had no more brain cells. They just bred them right out of them and weren't that good horse for a good family, for a good young girl. I wanted to have the right animal. So we're thinking about this when it comes to our marketing. What are you allowing your natural skill sets, tendencies, and nuances to show up online? And how can you take that diversification and refocus it and narrow it down where you're going to connect with the right people that have been waiting for you to show up online in their lives, okay? Because there's people out there waiting for you. There are the people out there waiting for you. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I just wanted to share these little ideas with you because, you know, this is what's most important, is just being able to connect and recognizing that first always isn't best, okay? Being different, you know, being yourself, that is what is truly, truly best. Because being first sometimes gets to be common. It becomes normal. It becomes routine. What isn't is you. And that's what your audience, that's what your friends and family are waiting for out there, okay? So if you guys got some value, definitely mash those emoticons. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're thinking tonight. And as always, if you guys got some value, definitely share this forward. I definitely get asked all the time, Roxanne, like, how did you learn this? Like, where did you figure this out? Some of it, you know, just comes from using my gut and my heart and my instinct. Some of it does come from my attraction marketing community. And when I was lost, that was one of the best ways that I helped get find. So if you don't know about my attraction marketing community of how you can love your own beloved business, and you don't have to join me in social retail, but this can still be of really big help and benefit to you. You know, just say attraction marketing in the comments, and I promise I will share a clip with you that is very enlightening and help bring me to the sunny side of life, so now I can show up every day and share like I do. Okay, so you guys have a fabulous Tuesday. I'll see you on the sunny side of life tomorrow. Bye guys.